What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. Ideal. This is basically, it's all coming to a close on the ZZR. There is a little bit of a funny going on which I need to sort out today, but I'm hoping it's not going to be a biggie, and I've just got little jobs to do. So that is a sprocket, yeah, the front sprocket locking nut. The other one is complete junk, like complete junk. So I just need to stick this on. That's an easy job. But I do have a bit of a funny. I've got an electrical gremlin, which is really weird. If you remember, I said that I had a few issues with the front left indicator. Like the right side works absolutely fine. The left side, the back one just stays on and the front one's off. So there's obviously something going on there. I've had the connector apart, you know, because you got the bulb and then the holder, and there's about that much lead sticking out before it goes into a connector. All that bit seems fine, but it's not working. So anyway, I knew that that was going to be an issue, and that was going to be the job for today. Today is Friday. However, I've got another funny as well, and I'm hoping the two is linked. So we was in here work. Is he back again? Every time, Mr. Oh, he's got a trailer as well today. I swear he just waits around the corner for me to start. So yeah, funny's going on with the indicator. However, the bigger problem is the battery. So, is he coming back? Oh no, he's parking up. So anyway, we was in here the other day just wrapping everything else up and putting it all back together and blah, 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 blah. I didn't get it all finished on that day, so I had to leave the bike overnight and come back the following day just to finish it off. And when I went to start it, the battery was absolutely dead. There was nothing in it. I measured it with a voltmeter, 1.5 volts, 2 volts, something like that. So I was like, oh, cock. So, got a booster pack off Jack, and we bumped, you know, boosted it and got it going. Runs absolutely fine, and when it's running, it's charging at 14.4 volts, which is what it should be. Anything over 13.5, you're happy days. So all the charging side of stuff seems to be okay. However, something discharged the battery to like nothing, and it did it within 8 hours. So anyway, I have been using it. However, 8 hours later, the damn thing is flat again. So I've been using a jumper pack. Where is it? I had to go and get one. There you go, this is the one I've got. It's just an eBay special. It was really good, really good. Never had one before, but it's Top Done Jump Surge JS1100 jump starter. It's got like a light on it and a USB. You can use it as a battery back and all sorts of stuff. It does, you know, I've started the van with it because the battery on that's flat. That's just been sitting there. You know, it is pretty good. So that's what I've been carting about with me, just so I can get into and back from work. But I need to get this sorted. He's back again. And this time without the trailer. So I need to figure out what's draining it. Now, weirdly enough, what I was going to do was I disconnected one of the battery terminals and I went between the cable and the battery post with an amp meter, and it read nothing. So like there is no draw to it, there's nothing drawing current. But I know there is because something is draining it. But I thought that would have done it. I have got an amp clamp coming just because I was chatting with Spike and he reckons they're quite good just for hooking around the loom in various places, and that will tell you what power and current is you know, going through that bit of cable that you're on. So I've got one coming anyway because that could be dead handy, but I'm hoping that the indicator issue is linked to the battery issue. So I was up fiddling the other day because on the way back home from work last night the indicator was just on. Didn't matter what I did, the indicator was just on. Grubbing about with the cabling, and there's like a T-piece in the main loom. Started squidging that and it all started flashing. So I think there is like a damaged cable or a short or something up there, and I want to go and have a look, see if I can't fix it, because I'm hoping that that is draining that and that fixes everything all in one go. That's what I'm hoping. Right, let's have a peek. Right, so ignition's, oh, actually we'll just turn the lights. Oh, right. So the back indicator's on, this one is off. The clicking you can hear is the fuel level relay, because it does that on a start-up sort of thing. However, if I get in here and start wiggling, was it that one? I think it was that one. Right, that's the indicator where it connects to it, and this goes up. See, there's a big old ball of whatever here. It's obviously been fixed or monkeyed with or something. But I was wiggling this bit yesterday and it wasn't happy. It's not going to come on again now, is it? It's not. Right, let's just do a couple of quick checks. See, I've been carting all this lot around in my bag. Right, turn him off for the minute. We'll set this on volts. Basically, I've just ridden down here from home. This battery was charged up overnight, and I've got 12.9. Can you see? You really want to see this bit. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, hello. Just stay still. Can you see that? Oh, will you bugger off? I would shut the door, but it's roasting. So if we go on here, it's just across the battery, we've got 12.95 volts. So that's happy days. So if we fire it up and see what's happening when the bike's running. Come on. Oh, let's turn stuff off. What's going on there? Right, I've had it down to its undies again. Well, not quite. The only thing I've disconnected is that, but I've been grubbing about and having a look. So, unfortunately the camera wasn't rolling, but I disconnected that, having mucked about with the, squidged all this lot. And it fired up, and it did it easy. Just one touch of the button, boom. However, you wiggle it a bit more and it's not lighting up now. There is definitely something funky going on with that big mess of bloody insulation tape. So to get to it, all the front fairing's got to come off again, because it would. Oh, what size are you? 10, I'm guessing. I just want to unwrap it and see what is going on. I rode it here. The only thing I've done is wobble the cable about a bit. There you go, look. It's all wrapped up and everything. It's horrible. There is obviously something going on down here. So we're going to have all that apart. And see quite what is going on. All I want to do is start buzzing this out, so we're just doing a continuity check basically. What I'm thinking is where all this was bent over on itself and then taped up. I mean, even the casing of the wires is discoloured. That I think is the offending indicator. So all I want to do is to buzz it through, wiggle the cable about a bit. Ideally I want this to stay in, but have I got those other... I'm not sure this will work, but we'll give it a go. So you can go back on there. You can go in there. This connector's a bit I think it's alright, but it just looks a bit right, leave you dangling there for the minute. Okay, so the only problem I found was this bit here. There's 4 earths that are all joined together, and then there's one that comes out this way. The way it was done is this earth came down, you know, this earth here that goes off to the indicator came down, doubled back on itself and went in that end. So I've had it all apart, I've resoldered it. I don't like soldering, but I haven't got any of those little magical connectors. It's like, I'll see if I can get a picture and put it up, but it's like a tube that's got heat shrink on either side and solder in the middle. It's a really good way of joining cables like that. Right, let's give that a go then. Running. Here's the start. So if we just have a quick measure, 12.5 volts. Everything's a little bit low at the minute. Ideally that wants to be up a bit. I think it's 13.5 and you don't have a problem. But what I've found is if the battery's low and it's literally just on tick over, I come in just under. So that's not horrible. Let's, where's my thing? I just want to make sure there's no drain on it. So I'll have him off there. Move him over to amps. Hopefully you can see. As long as I can, that's alright. Then I'm just going between the cable and the post. See, there is a 2 amp drain. What is draining? There is a drain. Right, okay. Let's start pulling fuses then. Everything is turned off, right? Yes. Right. Right. He's off. That's off. What's draining? Right. Right. Right, all the fuses is out. There's a 30 amp one in the start solenoid. Ah! Pull that one out and he goes away. So what is going on? Those were the right way around. Right, what is going on there? Right, so there is a 2 amp drain when I hook the cable up to the starter solenoid. The trouble is he just disappears into this big oofing loom down here. And he just goes off all sorts of places. Oh, bloody hell. So what is all that? Right. I think what I'm going to have to do is to suffer it for today and then come back in again tomorrow, have it all apart again and see if we can't track down where the problem is. But I need my bike. I do need my bike back because I need to get to my work later on. That's curious. So I think tomorrow it's going to be a case of, at least I know if I unplug that, then it stops. So there's only, what, 4 wires or something involved in that little lot. So I just got to find out where they go, start unplugging stuff, and metering it and checking it and all that sort of stuff. And then hopefully we can find what the problem is. The trouble is, it really is a case of everything has got to come off the bike just so you can get to stuff again, you know. At least I've got my jumper pack, so that'll be alright. I'll stick him on charge actually. Right then, he's off. I should have left an hour and 15 minutes ago, and I didn't. So that's me wolfing my dinner down. As far as the front loom goes, But the bike's all back together again, everything works, got my indicators back, blah blah blah. I have metered it again. I've still got that 2 amp drop when everything is turned off. It's something to do with the starter relay side of stuff. So basically if I unplug the starter relay, then the problem goes away. So I think there's 4 wires that come out of that plug, something like that. So I'll be back in tomorrow again. We'll be unplugging them one at a time and try and find out where the problem is. And then I'll probably just run another lead, or I don't know, it sort of depends what I find. As far as sorting out the front loom goes, I've decided I am going to have a look and see if I can just get one if it's cheap enough. Otherwise I'm going to start collecting wiring for Asbo, and I'll just remake that entire lighting loom on the front. Bits of it is just so like, it's stupid. It's all coiled up under the dash and everything else, whereas I'd much rather everything was just the right length and plug it in and away you go. So just in doing that I'll be cutting out a whole load, but then you've got to remake all the ends and blah blah blah. So that's going to happen at some point. That can wait as long as it works. I don't really mind that there's a coil of wire zip tied up under the dash, because you can't see it, but I know it's there, that's the trouble. So anyway, it really is quite late. I need to chip off, but I'll be back.